Hey, my name is Denise. I'm a stylist for Color Street, and I am going to be taking off my mani. It's time to say goodbye to my first spring mani right now. These are press-ons except for my pinkies and this ring finger. And you can see the press-ons have been on for a little while because of the growth. They've been on for, it's been 3 weeks with the press-ons, but this mani's been on for 10 days. So let's do this. What I've got, this is remover. This is actually acetone. And it's in a little pumpy thing. You pump. And what I do, even though I'm taking my press-ons off, I totally saturate these. I don't use the clips because by the time I get the clips on and everything, they're just awkward to me. So I just leave them on for a little extra time. And I mean, the polish comes off really easy. And if you just keep working at it, the press-ons melt also. I have been using a glue remover, which I can recommend. It's over here. Hang on. This is the glue remover that I use. It's called Gelen Solid Remover, Solid Glue Remover. And the reason why I'm not using it now is because a little while ago, I sprayed it on my nails, but then I didn't wait long enough on a few of them before I started to take it off. And it just destroyed my nails because I blew it. So, I mean, you can see the polish is gone now. And if I just leave it on for a little bit longer, the press-on will also go away. And what I want to try and do is just, you know, baby my nails for a little bit longer with the press-ons on and just keep using just the remover to take the press-ons off. And instead of using the remover, the glue remover, because especially my thumbs are in the worst shape right now. I don't know what's happening with them. This one's already gone almost, the press-on. It's almost all gone. And what I might do now is just, I think I might just go with no polish tomorrow. Just leave them be, have them get a little light and a little hydration. I'm going to use my oil. Definitely give them a good treatment overnight. And see, there's that one already gone. This one's almost gone too. There is a little bit of nail still on there. And what I might do is just, I'm not gonna like file it off. I'm just gonna file it so that it's smooth. And that way when I put my next polish application on, it'll be a smooth application. And if there's a little bit of the press-on left over, that's not necessarily a bad thing, I don't think. Because it'll just kind of give a little bit of extra protection. Because right now, my nails really need it, especially my thumbs. I don't know what's going on down here. If you can see down by my cuticle, it's like there's these little ridges. There's serious ridges. My cuticle itself is good. It's clean. I don't have any, I don't have any problems with that. And again, I mean, I use the jojoba all day long, so the cuticles are in good shape. It's just these ridges that are coming up now. And I'm not really sure what to do. I do know what to do. Maybe I should go get them looked at. But they're not hurting or anything. So there's this one. Oompa, oompa, oompa. It's like I need a German band to back me up over here. Oompapa. Yeah, there's a little more of the nail coming off. Anywho, what I do like about these press-ons is that if I use gentle, like non-acetone remover, and just take the polish off, I can keep the press-ons on as long as I need. Like right now, what I did with this mani, I put it over the press-ons because see right there, I can put more polish on it, except that it's grown out so much that it needs to be taken off. These need to be switched out. It's like when you have acrylics and you need a fill. So I just keep at it. Let me just, you know what I'm doing. You've seen me do it on the first two. So I'm going to just, keep working at it, and I'll show you what it looks like every once in a while. I mean, I could still, actually, I probably could use this one more time, but I want to see what my natural nails look like underneath here now, because it's been 3 weeks, and they do grow out. So whatever peeling that I was experiencing when I put these on, it should be pretty much gone. And what I've been doing is using my nail clippers to file them, to cut them super short before I put the press-ons on. And they are growing out underneath there, so that's a good thing too. If I was just doing my nail polish, I would be done with the removal by now, because it really comes right off. But with the press-ons, it takes a little extra time. Anyway, today was a really good, excuse me, I have the hiccups, a really good day driving my, the two gentlemen that I had. They're friends of a friend that I met playing backgammon. Thanks, Mike, by the way, if you're watching, which I doubt you are, but excuse me. All right. I'm not going to hiccup anymore. Hold on. Usually a good swig of water takes care of that for me. Anyhow, it was fun. They're both in their 80s, and they're besties from like when they were 10 years old. I asked them how they met or how long they've known each other. I don't know. What do you think? 70 years? Yeah, I think so, Greg. Greg and Eric are their names, and they both went into the Navy, or the Navy. They were in the Navy together, and they both have kids and grandkids, and they live in North Carolina, and they're just here for, one of them especially, the guy that was, I think one was in the Army and one was in the Navy, but the one that was in the Navy, his name is Greg, and he was here basically for like nostalgia, because he wanted to see a lot of places that he hung out at when he was in the Navy. And, this was in the, 1960s. So we're looking at 60 years ago since he's been back to Long Beach. And a lot of the things, of course, have changed. Things that used to be there aren't anymore. Okay, these are done now. Got a little bit more on this one. So he basically just drove around looking for places that he had been to before. And we actually found a couple of them, which were really cool. One of them was a Denny's. He remembers going to a Denny's with his friends. And there was another one that was, he had a date one night. And, listening to these guys reminisce and everything, it was just like, I'm telling you, I am an old person now. I mean, when you're in your 60s, I don't know if that's considered old, but I guess to kids, I'm technically old. But, listening to these guys talk about their stories, and it was just a really cool experience driving them around. And I'm going to drive them again tomorrow. One of them wanted to do the Long Beach thing, and the other one wants to see, Hollywood, Rodeo Drive. He was thinking about going to Malibu, and I said, oh, no, Pacific Coast Highway's still closed. We can't go up there. But we can go to, these other places that he wants to see. He wants to go check out the view, Hollywood Hills. And so that'll be tomorrow. And it was just a nice day. It was just a good day. And then we went and had lunch at one of my favorite restaurants. If you're in the Manhattan Beach area, go to the Kettle. You'll thank me. This place is open 24 hours. They've been in business, I think, since the 60s also, this restaurant. I need to look it up. I could probably look it up. I've been going there myself since the 90s. and it's about 2 blocks away from where the pier is. And you can see the ocean from the inside of the restaurant and definitely from the patio. There's a few, because it's on a corner down the street from where the pier is. And the food is just phenomenal. It's so good. So that was a good day. And then I got home and I kept thinking, you know, I need to do this. I need to do this. It's fine. I'll do it. I just want to do one more thing, just half an hour, one more half an hour, and then I'll do it. Another half an hour, and then I'll do it. And it's like 9 o'clock now. And I'm like, okay, just do it. So, all right, my middle is mostly done. And when I get up in the morning, I will see how they look. And, you know, I don't think I want to put press-ons on right now. I think I'm going to just leave them be. See how we're going. Even the thumbs, which are definitely not doing as well, but still got a little bit on my middle over here. Yeah, that's almost done. But do you see what I mean? It's just, you know, you don't need to use the glue remover and risk pulling up layers of your nail like I did, unless, you know, you use enough of it and wait. I didn't have the patience to wait that one time, but it only took one time of doing it the wrong way to really fuck them up. I'm sorry, to really mess them up. I said a bad word. Bless my heart, right? That always cracks me up, that little Southern thing. Oh, bless her heart. It's like, it's really not what you mean. Gotta love the people from the South. All right, I got a little... All right, let's get the ring finger going on now. I remember seeing these little pumpy bottles when I was, you know, they always had them at the doctor's office because they needed to, you know, clean the thermometers or whatever. So there was just a little pumpy thing. All right, doing my natural ring finger. It really does just come right off. So I hope everybody had a good day. I am looking forward to tomorrow because I'll be closer to home where I know how to get around a lot easier. And if you're coming to LA and you need a thing to do while you're downtown, go to the Intercontinental Hotel. It's the big, tall building downtown. It's the tallest building west of the Mississippi. And it's the one that's got the big white antenna on the side of it. It's like a referee holding up one arm. And the cool thing about the Intercontinental is that usually when they build a high-rise hotel, you walk into the lobby, you check in, and you go up to your room. At the Intercontinental, what they did was they put the check-in and the registration up on 70. So everybody who goes into this building goes to the 70th floor. And then you find your elevator, you check in, get your room key, find your elevator, and then you go down to your room. And, but on the 70th floor, in their infinite wisdom, they put floor-to-ceiling windows on 4 sides. So you've got views in every direction. You've got the mountains out east, like San Bernardino Mountains. You can see snow on them. And then south and north, you've got city views. And then to the west, you've got the whole west side. And you've got Catalina Island in the distance. And you've got the ocean. You can see everything from up there. You can see heaven from up there, I swear to God. And so everybody that goes to this building has to go to the 70th floor to get anywhere. If you're going to like the restaurants that are on the upper floors, you still have to go to 70. Everybody gets off there. So it's not like they make sure you're a guest because you can't go anywhere from 70. Where are you going to go, you know? You don't have a room key. So they just let people go up there and take in the view. And then, you know, there's a little area off to one side where they have like a mini bar, you know, an area where you can get a drink and get something to eat. And then, you know, you're just walking around and taking the view. My boyfriend went up there. We probably spent a half an hour up there one time. And it was gorgeous, the view. So we're going to do that tomorrow at some point. I'm not sure when, but then we're just going to go, you know, bumming around and seeing other sites. And so that'd be my day tomorrow. And what, 15 minutes in, the press-ons are gone. I have one more pinky nail to do, but the press-ons are pretty much all gone. I have a little bit more on this one. Let me just get that off if I can. But if because what I don't want to do is use a super hard file. I have the little, I have these little buffing blocks. These are not too abrasive, these little peach colored blocks. And I use those just to smooth everything out, but I'm not gonna be like taking off any layers today. I'm just gonna, whatever is still on there, I'm just gonna make it smooth, and then in the morning I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna put on my nails. I got some more nail mail today. Oh, and I also got, this is the cosmetics bag that was in the special thing last month. Look at how big this thing is. It's bigger than my head, okay? You can put so much stuff in here. There aren't any pockets inside. It's just one large compartment. There's no pocket or anything. But this thing is huge. You can put a lot of stuff in here. Oh, little plastic bit on the zipper. There we go. So I'm really glad I got this because you know how it is. We are women. We need our stuff. Can't have too many pouches and stuff to put your things in when you travel. So I'm glad I got that. Okay, there's those. Yep, we're done. All right, remover is done. And see this, both of my pinkies are still my natural nails, and then this one is my natural nail, and then the rest are the ones with the press-ons. But they look like they're growing out a little bit now. I think I'll be okay to put regular polish on tomorrow with no press-ons. I should be all right. So I'm gonna just file this smooth a little bit. Hang on. I'm gonna just run the buffing block over this just to get it smooth. And what I probably will do tomorrow also is just wear glitter, because glitter is way more forgiving. I don't know, maybe I'll just do Shangri-La. This is all leftover, this is all just leftover nail press-on. This is not any damage to my own nail. But I do want to see if I can't get it smooth. Yeah, that's better. It looks really raggedy, but I can feel that it's smooth. And then just run this over a couple of the other ones. This one was natural, but there's a tiny bit of, just like there's a little bit right there. Let me get rid of that. Just smooth you out a little. This one is good. I don't need to touch that one or that one. This one was a little bit too long and I kept knocking it on things, so I trimmed it down. I should probably trim this one down a little bit too. And I'll do that tomorrow or later. Just get this smooth. Yeah, this is just, there's like a rougher side and a smoother side. This is a smoother side here. Good. And this one feels pretty smooth already. I think I got all of the, now this might be a little bit of peeling that's still growing out right here. And that's why I was wearing the press-on, is because there was all this peeling that was happening. All right, these are my nails. Let's get more oil. Where'd it go? Here it is. Actually, before I do that, let me get a little, where's my alcohol? There it is. Let me just get some alcohol to stop the kind of like neutralizes the remover. And I know alcohol is drying, but I'm only doing that to clean off the remover. I'll probably wash my hands in a minute too, but let me just get some oil on them now. Drink up. There we go. You need to do a little bit of cuticle, tiny bit of cuticle work, but they look like they're all healthy and pushed back. Yeah. Good. Good. Okay. Always get the oil underneath your tips too, because it absorbs them from under there, not just on the tops. All right, nails are done. And you know, they actually don't look too, they look like they need a little more love, but I thought that they were going to be much worse off underneath there, but this is really not that bad, so. All right, everybody, have an awesome night, sleep tight, and I will see you in the morning. Bye.